What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Anything Better podcast with your host, Paul Burr, Bill Burr, producer extraordinaire in Beverly Hills, Andrew Themlis, the Greek Freak. And we are here, guys. We are back with episode number 70. We have reached 70, Bill. We are
Number
30 away
70.
from the big one. 70. Who
First
do we
guy
got?
I thought of was number 70, Leon Gray, the late, great all-pro guard for the New England Patriots. Those great teams we had in the late 70s, but we got fucked on that roughing the
I thought of
passer.
Leonard. I thought of Leonard Marshall because he was the first big fat guy that I ever saw with the numbers stretched. And if you remembered, Leonard Marshall was the guy who got Montana on the blind side, where Montana was just laying there and in the NFC Championship game. And I think that was the year that we beat the Buffalo Bills in 91. Scott Norwood wide right. So that's Leonard Marshall, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Also got Sam Huff.
Oh, Sam Huff. Oh, my God. Yeah, the violent world of Sam Huff, another great giant. Wait a minute. He wore the same number as Sam Huff. Who knew? Who else you got?
Art Donovan, Ernie Stautner.
Art Donovan, one of the great colorful guys of the Baltimore Colts, great storyteller.
Wow.
Rayfield Wright.
Rayfield Wright's another one. I knew that's a Hall of Fame number. There's a bunch of guys in the Hall of Fame that wore number 70.
Dude, Rayfield Wright is such a fucking unique name. That's amazing.
All right, who else?
There's no number 70s in the NBA, right? I don't think
somebody obscure.
Yeah, it's gonna be yeah. All right. Well, here's what I wanted to get started on. I was thinking about you, Bill, because you're my friend. No, I was thinking about you because you told me wait till you have the Italian food in Paris. And buddy, were you ever right, dude?
I never said Italian. I said just eat in Paris. I don't think I've ever tried Italian food.
I think I told you that, Paul.
Oh, one of you guys said the Italian food in Paris is really good. And dude, it was like one of the best. Like when you order an Italian dish, like let's just say you order either a chicken or a veal or an eggplant, and you get a side of. You want a side of penne with that? You want spaghetti with that? And it's always just like, dude, they gave a side of linguine that was some of the best. It was like their throwaway plate. And it was some of the best, freshest linguine I ever had. They had a dessert. Dude, me and Stacy shared a tiramisu. And the guy goes, can I just recommend you a dessert drink with that? He goes, it's free. It's on us. And dude, it was like this amaretto. And they put something in it to make the drink tastes like a iced tiramisu. And my wife was fucked, dude. We were blown away. My kids were eating everything. It was awesome. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. And the Indian food in London was good. They told me where to go. But we had some rough ones in London, okay?
Yeah, Indian food's what you got to go with. No,
we had to kiss a few frogs.
Chips. I don't know, dude. For a country that went around the world stealing all the spices or getting all the spices, I don't know where the fuck they put them. They definitely don't put them in their food.
I thought it was bullshit. I thought people were bullshit. I'm going, shut the fuck up, dude. It's London. It's going to be incredible. Everything's going to be incredible. I needed to talk to people. We had a great one at a steakhouse, and the gourmet Indian was top level. But dude, I'm not going to lie. I had a couple dinners. Me and my wife were like, ooh, like I said, Bill, we had to kiss a few frogs.
That traditional English breakfast, that bangers and mash. It's just like, whew. You want to start your day grumpy, get a fucking, I'm sure like English people love it because they have the child sense memory, but those fucking pork and beans and everything is just, I gotta be honest with you, dude. I got traditional German breakfast was another rough one where they have the egg on that little, on the base. It looks like a little trophy, little hard boiled egg that you hit with that fucking silver spoon. It was probably owned by some Jewish person they killed. And it's yet to be reclaimed.
It was
those ones are rough. Those are rough, but no, Medici, you got to stay down the
dude.
I think obviously if you know where to go, but I also feel like just cuisine in general, Paul, has gone since the Food Network and all of these travel food shows, like I was talking to a buddy of mine, like when we grew up, it was like places served like it was like burgers, hot dogs, chicken, this American, pot roast, shit like that, American fare, mashed potatoes, and all of that shit. And then there was Chinese restaurants. Dude, there was no taco stands. There was no Mexican food, nothing in Massachusetts when I wouldn't even know where the fuck to go. I never even saw it.
Yeah.
When I was growing up. Now you go back, it's just like everything's, now it's like Asian infused, this, blah, blah. Like the cuisine and the level that just the average person at home could cook. Like, dude, there was a lot of moms. Like, oh my God, you went over their fucking houses and just like they just turned water on, boiled at those Irish moms. Oh my God. Just throw some salted fucking red shit in this goddamn pot and it would come back. You put like mustard on it. It was like,
dude, one of the first meals we had in London, and we were so happy to be there. It's our first night. Right when I get there, the NFL Network sends a car, takes me to the set to do the thing with David Carr, where they wanted to talk about the Giants game. They said, bring your kids and your wife. So they're like Lucas and Stanley. I mean, Stanley, my cat. Lucas, Sophia, Stacy, they're right behind me. Lucas meets David Carr, who was on he was Eli's backup for the Super Bowl. Couldn't have been nicer to the kids. Everything is good. We're standing in that square. It was beautiful. Big Ben, the whole deal. And we're, let's go get our first meal. Dude, they gave me this like this chicken on a skewer that was overly well done. And there was just like this like coleslaw that was just overly mayo. It was just like slop.
Oh, milky.
And it was like slop. And I tried to go, maybe this is what it was, like a pita bread. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It was dog food, man. And then that's when I was like, all right, I really got to start. I got to start asking some people. But then we had some really good meals. The people couldn't have been nicer. The shows were amazing, dude. I got to tell you, London. And I took Lucas to an English Premier League game. And dude, it was Stacy takes Sophia because, Lucas looks like, Dad, we got to go see Chelsea, man. We got to go to a Premier League game. They're playing at 3:00. I'm like, buddy, we're going to Giants Packers tomorrow. Like, how much am I going to spoil? Like, the tickets were like insane amount of money. And Stacy just goes, you know what? We're here. She's, I'm going to take Sophia to T and Mamma Mia, the play. You take them to Chelsea. So I take them and I'm sitting next to this woman. And she said, in the States, she goes, you sit together. That's mad. I go, what? She goes, so at a Premier League game, you're not allowed to have beers you could have beers outside the stadium and at concessions, but when you get to your seat, you're not allowed to hold a beer. You can't have beer in the stadium. And the opposing fans have a private entrance. So there's a guy going, if you're here for the Wolves, go here. The Wolves go here. So the Wolves are like yellow and black, and they go to this section. And then Chelsea is like the blue, the powder blue, and they go. And then like the Wolves corner has their chance. So everyone's like, if you take your boy, make sure he's not sitting here. He'll see the madness, but make sure he's not sitting here. By the time they told me all the sections I couldn't take my son, I had fucking courtside best seats. I spent a shitload of money, and Lucas was right there, and a ball during the game came to him in his hands. Like,
no way.
Yeah, he took it and and then some like old guy then took the ball and like kicked it drunk and went like this. Dude, the things they were screaming. Yeah, he's fucking shit. He's a cunt. Like, dude, and just like looking at my son, like, and Lucas, I'm like, buddy, listen, man, we're in England right now. This is a whole other thing.
Did he enjoy it?
Oh, dude, it was like he enjoyed it almost as much as the Giants, but the Giants winning is what made him go nuts. But it was amazing, man. It was amazing.
Yeah, no, there hasn't been any incidents. I don't think too bad, other than some violence or whatever. But I mean, like really bad shit in a long time over there. Thank God. But that's all left over. That's why they just can't have like fans of the other teams sitting amongst each other. It's funny that they talk about what fucking animals we are. I mean, I don't know. Like I look at them like that whole league is Philadelphia.
Dude, I've never seen the level of give a fuck about a regular season game in my life. Like the dying with every kick. When a kick misses and everyone goes, oh, it's like they go, dude, it's like a whole other thing out there, man. It really was. But dude, we went to the Queen, rest her soul. We went to her grave site, man. Like there's like a line outside, like you see her final resting place. It was kind of amazing. We went to the Windsor Castle, man. And it was like, it was cool. And here's what I got from it. This is what I got.
Did any of those inbred cunts stick their head out the window?
No. Here's what I got from the
They've been fucking in the same puddle for fucking hundreds of years, and it shows. Dude, Prince Charles with that fucking jughead. Oh, King Charles now. I mean, that guy's just Jesus Christ.
Dude.
He looks like he's out of a fairy tale.
He kind of is. Here's what I got out of this. The level of respect, like the Queen was like, dude, like this, to see her casket, like she was the shit. And like all of the locals would talk about it. All the Uber drivers would talk about, be like, she was the best. She did this. Snoop Dogg said that thing where Snoop Dogg was banned. He was banned from England. And he's like, you know who got me off, man? It's like fucking Queen. The Queen said, like, this man's done nothing wrong. Like they all loved her. And then as soon as you go down when you go down the list of the royals, it was just like, it was like Queen could do no wrong in them. And then it was just like, this, that. I was like, all right.
She didn't raise her kids right. I'm kidding. I don't know anything about any of that over there. Paul, I got to ask you something.
Yeah.
Look at you, cracking. You guys play again today, right? The Yankees.
We do.
You just go right, okay? You got past the Guardians. As this old sports fan, I was just joking about this with somebody. I just found it so fucking funny that you guys got so mad at the fucking rocking the baby thing that the guy did, considering what you can do after you hit a home run now. Like you can literally stand at home plate, watch the ball, look at the pitcher like you ain't shit, look at that, and start your trot after the ball hits the fucking stands. Fucking go down the first baseline with your goddamn dick out.
Right.
No problem.
Right.
The next guy's not getting beamed. However, if you pretend to rock a baby to sleep while rounding second base, all of the Bronx is going to lose their fucking mind. Why is that?
Here's why. Because based on everybody that I talked to and the Yankee fan base, everybody was texting with each other going, when he was doing it around first and then second and then third, and he kept doing it home, nobody knew what it meant. And Bob Costas kept going, we don't know. We're going to try to figure out what it means. So then my son Lucas goes, Dad, he's calling Garrett Cole, the pitcher, a baby. And I'm like, no, he's not. He's did it the whole way. There's an inside thing going on. And then they came back and they go, he's in fact calling him a baby. And nobody knew why he did it that long, because they thought it was personal because they were still losing when he did it.
I thought you were saying he's your daddy, so he's rocking you guys to sleep like the Yankees are his baby.
No, it was something with Garrett Cole, the pitcher. That's why he did it around the whole way, because they were losing.
Then why did they chant "Who's your daddy" at him? Because
Pedro Martinez said on the MLB Network, he goes, they should do that. That's what they did to me. They should do that. And then that's what they did. Martinez.
He didn't say they should do that. He was saying, like, you got to watch out or they'll start chanting that.
Oh, okay. Well, it took. But I feel like we shouldn't have went 5 with them. But I kind of like that we're going into Houston still playing when Houston's been waiting, because everyone's like, Houston's going to beat us. Houston's going to shit on us. And I'm like,
dude,
let's go.
They had enough time to go out and buy 4 trash cans. You guys don't have I hope you guys have your Apple Watches, because they went to Home Depot.
Somebody said they're still cheating, but I don't think they would cheat. Do you think they would be that? You think they would? I don't think they're going to cheat.
Paul, they're all fucking cheating. Paul, the amount of fucking technology that's out there. I think the players are. I think the teams are. All of that shit. The fact that the owner of the Astros is going to sit there and act like he didn't notice somebody drilling a hole in the fucking of the arena that he owns and sticking a fucking camera out there, whatever the fuck they were doing. I mean,
yeah,
is ridiculous. It's the same way Baseball acted like they didn't realize everybody was on steroids. They were like, what? It's the same way the Tour de France acted like they didn't realize everybody was on fucking drugs. You know, and when Lance Armstrong blew up that sport and they all made a ton more fucking money because of what he was doing over there, they didn't give any of the money back. All they do is act outraged. Well, this is not how we want to run the sport. It's exactly how you want to run the sport.
I got a question for you. And be honest. Be honest. Do you think, because I got into an argument with somebody about this, Aaron Judge hit 62 home runs, okay? And somebody's like, yeah, he's juicing. And I was like, well, if you look at how fucking skinny he is, I was like, I don't really think he's juicing, and I don't think he's the type of guy to juice. Obviously, I don't know the kid. And he's like, well, now they have synthetic shit. And I just feel like after everything that happened, I don't, maybe it's my naiveness, but the way I think of that kid and the way he looked and the way he swings a bat, I think he's just so big. I don't think he's juicing. Do you think he's juicing?
No, I think he hits in a really home run friendly park is the only thing you could give him shit for. He gets to play 80 games in that wiffle ball field, which goes back to you saying you could hit one at Fenway. I think you could hit one at fucking Yankee Stadium with that breeze behind you, the wind at your back, whatever the fuck goes on out there. How they were talking, how they had to do shit to like tone it down. Remember when they first opened that stadium and everything was just flying out of there?
Yeah, to right field. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you guys did it on purpose, but there was just something about the design and I don't know what was going on, but
I don't think
I look at him like what he did is more impressive than McGuire and Sosa. I don't think he's as good as Barry Bonds at his best. He's bigger than he is, but like I don't think he's, I always thought that Barry Bonds was a victim of the steroid era because everyone took steroids and surpassed what he was doing. So then he said, fuck it, here's me on steroids. And then he was a cunt and he was also black. So the sports writers got extra all over him when, it would have helped him if he looked like Howdy Doody like me. I don't think they would have hated him as much. But I think Barry Bonds is one of the greatest of all time. I don't look at his fucking home runs. Like he's not an over 700 home runs guy without juice. I just don't think he is. I don't think, Pujols just hit 700. I look at all those guys, all these guys all of a sudden are like hitting fucking, they also like juiced up the ball. There's so much just different shit.
Yeah.
That I don't think I shouldn't have said all of those names because it's not all steroids because like, it's kind of like Dan Marino. When he had that fucking season in 84, those numbers stood forever. And they had to like change the game, protect the quarterbacks, protect the wide receivers. Then all of a sudden, his season is still an all-pro season that, whatever the fuck I can't remember what he threw. He threw for like, no one had ever thrown for 5,000 yards. And he threw for like 5,700 yards, something fucking crazy in 84. Andrew, can you pull up that stat if you don't mind?
No, it was like 5,000, right?
No, it was over 5,000.
Over 5,000, yeah.
Yeah. So he
is that the year they went to the Super Bowl? Against the 49ers?
84. Yeah. 84 they did.
So
and then they were one game.
Huh? You wanted Montana for 1984?
No,
Marino.
I wanted Marino. So, and then all of a sudden, everybody, like, dude, before Marino came into the league, Joe Namath had the record. Most yards in a season passing was 4,007 yards. Like middle of the pack guys do that on a regular basis now. So he threw for how many?
5,077 combined passing, rushing, and receiving yards in 1984.
Rushing and receive?
Yeah,
no, what do you throw? Rushing? He wouldn't rush or receive.
Yeah.
He threw. What did he throw for?
It says total yards 5,077. Yeah.
Yeah. 5,000. So he threw for 5,000 yards. Now guys will throw. They'll have like 2-3 years in a row. Like the best guys can throw 5,000 yards in a fucking season. But like Dan Marino, 1884 Dan Marino, with Duper and Clayton coming in here, I don't know what that guy would have thrown for like 6,000 yards. I think. So
yeah.
Did I even answer your question, or I just start babbling like I always do? Sorry.
No, you answer my question. You said you don't think Judge was cheating. I don't think he was cheating. I just don't. I think they're testing him like crazy, and I just don't. But I just got you got those pessimistic friends going like, yeah, he's not. Those guys that just like once like it was like the sport's ruined for him.
I just like how he's the same size he was last year, but because this year he hit 62, now all of a sudden he's on juice.
Yeah. I don't think he's on. I don't think he's on. Dude, he almost didn't do it. He caught a, here's the thing, dude, about Judge. He can't hit a breaking ball that's low and outside. That's his like kryptonite. So I'm glad he did it, man. All right, everybody. It's Beard Club. It's Beard Club, everybody. Having a great looking beard requires work. I mean, look at mine. Whether it's beard growth oils, styling products, or top of the line trimmer, there's a small army of products required to grow your best beard. Luckily, Beard Club is here to help. As the leader in beard first men's growth and grooming, Beard Club delivers quality handwear and consumables that'll help you get a better, thicker, and fuller looking beard. Head to beardclub.com/better, take the beard quiz, and use code BETTER. That's BETTER, better, BETTER at checkout. They'll recommend the best beard kit that's tailored to fit your needs. No matter what type of beard you have, Beard Club has the perfect kit to fit your needs. Sorry, they want me to rhyme that. Beard Club has the perfect kit to fit your needs. Hang in there,
Paulie.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to move this closer here. Beard Club, over 2 million beards served. Grow your best beard today and take 20% off your first order when you go to beardclub.com/better. Use code BETTER, BETTER. That's beardclub.com/better. Code BETTER for 20% off your first order.
All right. It's Thuma, everybody. Introducing the bed by Thuma. Handcrafted from eco-friendly, high-quality, upcycled wood, whatever that means. That sounds like you took it out of a house without somebody knowing. You'll find beautiful and unique variations in the natural grain. The minimalist design, I already like the sound of this, features Japanese joinery. I'll tell you, Paul.
I love that.
Gotta love Japanese joinery. I mean, I don't know what that is, but
anytime I hear Japanese, I get excited.
Yeah. But they're good with the wood and the sushi.
Oh, dude, they're great.
Sushi, the wood, nice clean streets.
Respectful people.
Now they're fucking with your bed, I think it's going to be a good thing. Helps elevate any space. It's super supportive for your mattress, breathable. And, and also they got One Punch Man, one of the great animated shows of all time. Breathable and made to naturally minimize noise and create space. The perfect platform. Oh, they make great cars too and motorcycles, Paul. They're not going to fuck with your bed frame.
Dude, I got a Lexus. It's got almost 170,000 miles. The thing's still purring like a kitten. Purring like a kitten.
Purring like a kitten?
Yeah.
Oh, I kept saying like a kit. I'm like, what the fuck's a kit?
Oh, no, I said kitten.
Oh, it's at New York, Manhattan, a kitten. The perfect platform bed just got better. You can now customize the bed by choosing between our original pillow board or our new solid wood headboard. Paul, I'm fucking excited about this. The fabric pillow board adds softness and color to any space, while headboard offers solid, sleek support. Ooh. This sounds like a nice fucking, James Bond bed here. Would you be banging old Octopussy in it, right? The headboard. Oh, fucking sugar tits. And can you name all the whores they've had in those movies?
Dude.
Octopussy, Squirrel Nut,
Pussy Galore.
Pussy Galore, Pussy Willow, Pussy Cat. The headboard attaches directly, you fucking pussy. That was the NC-17 one. The headboard attaches directly to the bed using Japanese joinery. Once again, with no tools required. Buy it with the bed or on its own as an upgrade. Next time I go to a mattress store, I'm going to bring up Japanese joinery just to watch this fucking salesman's head spin. Made for how you live. The Bed by Thuma. Oh, I think this is The Bed. Like the Ohio State. The Bed, Paul, by Thuma is back with a lifetime warranty. Paul, you can fuck on this thing right into the next century. Ships right to your door in 3 easy to maneuver boxes. Easy now, easy. And takes about five-ish minutes to assemble with no tools required. You know why you don't need any tools, Paul? Because it's the Japanese joinery.
Of course you don't.
Of course you don't. They don't have time for tools, Paul. They're too fucking efficient.
Easy and reliable.
You can easily build it yourself. Thuma works with 1 tree planted to plant our tree for every bed. Oh, that's what it means. And nightstands sold. And all of their essentials are Green Guard Gold certified. Whatever this shit. This company's in the future, Paul.
Yeah, you know what? Wives still won't be happy. Wives won't. Oh, is it sturdy enough? It's like everything is fine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Japanese joinery is not going to be enough. They're going to want the Chinese who's and what's in there too. Along with the bed, Thuma, because one of their fucking stupid friends down the street has it. Along with the bed, Thuma offers our bedroom essentials to elevate bedtime. The mattress, the nightstand, and the side table are perfect complements to the bed. I don't know what this is, Paul, but I'm in. When was the last time you heard somebody talking shit about a bedroom set?
Dude, I'm getting this.
I'm getting it too. I'm getting it before you. Create that feeling of checking into your favorite boutique hotel suite, but at home with The Bed, Paul, by Thuma. And now go to thuma.co/better to receive a $25 credit towards your purchase of the bed plus free shipping in the continental U.S. Hey, Andrew, I want to see a picture of this bed. Pull it up. Go to thuma.com/Burr. That's
better.
THUMA.co/better. BETTER for $25 credit. That's it.
There you go. The Bed from Thuma.
The Bed, Paul. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Oh, I like that. That's you know what? That makes the room look bigger. It's nice. Why does she look pissed? Go back to that, Andrew. She looks pissed at the guy.
Because he's fucking laying down and not paying attention to her.
I mean, that looks like they just had a fight and he laid back going, what is it going to fucking take?
You know what it is, Paul? It's going to take laying on that nice, comfortable bed by Thuma. The bed, after you have the fight, is the place to rest your head.
Oh, that's fucking great. That's great.
I like it, Paul. It's nice and simple. It's
all
like
right,
my brain. It's simple.
All right, everybody. It's Trade Coffee. And by the way, my wife loves Trade Coffee because the kind people at Trade Coffee sent us a sample, and the coffee's fantastic. If you love drinking coffee every morning, and who doesn't, you have to check out Trade Coffee. Trade makes it super easy to get the best coffee delivered fresh from the finest local roasters around the country. Trade Coffee is a coffee subscription service that makes it simple for you to discover new coffees and make your best cup of coffee at home every day. No fancy equipment required. I like this, how they're getting rid of the middleman. They're just making everything easy. Trade partners.
Get right to the pot, dude.
Right to the pot. Trade partners with the nation's top-rated independent roasters to send you coffee that you'll know you'll love, fresh to your home and your preferred schedule. And you get to support small local businesses. It's a win-win. Whether you already know what you like or new to specialty coffee and need some help, Trade makes it easy and convenient to discover new coffees. They'll send you ground coffee or whole beans for however you make your coffee at home. It really was good, too. So whether you're just getting started or a coffee aficionado looking to discover something new, Trade guarantees you'll love first bag and that they'll send and a new one for free. Upgrade your coffee today with Trade Coffee and let them take the guesswork out of finding your perfect cup. Right now, Trade Coffee is offering our listeners a total of $30 off the subscription plus free shipping at drinktrade.com/better. That's drinktrade.com/better for $30 off your first subscription to the best coffees in the country. Drinktrade.com/better.
All right. Lastly, but certainly not leastly, BetterHelp. You know, it can be tough to train your brain to stay in a problem-solving mode when faced with a challenge in life. But when you learn how to find your own solutions, there's no better feeling. A therapist can help you become a better problem solver. Can help you, sorry. I almost fucked this whole read. A therapist can help you become a better problem solver, making it easier to accomplish your goals, no matter how big or small. What can someone get from therapy? Examples: unload stress, emotional healing, help with anxiety and depression. If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great solution. It's convenient, accessible, affordable, and entirely online. Get matched with a therapist after filling out a brief survey and switch therapist anytime. When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/anythingbetter today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/anythingbetter.
Oh, I went on a rant on the Virzi effect. These dumb people booing this kid. New York, I got to tell you something, man. I got to tell you something. Every fan base has this. There's an arrogance that the New York sports fan has, that the only thing that resembles it to me is the Dallas Cowboys, who, you know, they didn't win, and you go in the stadium and there, but there's a certain group of New York fans, it's probably all sports fans, but there's a New York fan that booed Mariano Rivera. They booed Jeter when he had like an 0 for 33 slump. They're never great to Patrick Ewing when he fucking carried that team on his back, the Knicks. And now this guy makes you stand up for him for a fucking month, chasing Roger Maris down. The ballpark is packed every day. And then he plays the Indians and he strikes out 3 times in a game, and they're fucking booing him in a contract year, Bill, where he could go somewhere else and go, you know what? I'll go back home to California. A bunch of fucking idiots. Those guys don't deserve a kid like that, to watch a kid like that. You don't deserve to go to the ballpark with your son and watch a kid like that.
Not to mention, as I've said for the longest time, for all the fucking sports team you have, thank God you have the Yankees, because they've won like 95% of your championships. Everybody else, other than the Giants, is fucking anemic. Anemic.
Oh, dude, imagine
some of the worst track records in sports.
No, I can't. Dude, look at my Knicks, 73. Look at that. You know, look at
Jets
the Mets.
69. Giants are the Giants. But everybody else, Rangers.
No, Mets aren't 69. Mets are 86.
No, I said Jets.
Oh.
Jets.
Yeah.
Mets are 86. Dude, that's that's like 36 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's like not bad. 86 for these other guys. Who else they got? The Rangers are 1994. They've won 1 Stanley Cup since 1940. Since Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, they've won 1 fucking cup.
Who boos that guy? Who boos that guy? Imagine taking like an 8-year-old kid and he sees him hitting 62.
Brats.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like a Bronx cheer is it's a statement of the success of the Yankees when they were winning 4, 5, 6 World Series per decade in the 30s, 40s, and 50s during that fucking heyday. So then what happened was they became so fucking spoiled that I think that's how it came about. So it is like it's an expression of how successful, when you're the most successful franchise in all the sports, that, you know, I hate how, you know, there's an expectation these fans have, and they cut to the fans and there's a bunch of fucking losers. It's like, why don't you apply that same expectation on your fucking self? Maybe you'll have better seats. I
got into it with this guy. The first game Giancarlo Stanton had as a Yankee, first pitch, first at bat, he goes yard. Later in the game, he goes yard again. The kid hits 2 home runs to start out as a Yankee on the road, by the way. And then he comes home and he strikes out a couple times and they booed him. And I go on social media and I go, what is the guy got to do? And then he goes, Paul, when you come to a game, we expect we don't expect, when I'm in a game, I expect, and I'm like, oh, so you're that, I can't talk to you about sports then. I can't talk to you about sports then. You know,
I hold other people to a standard that I cannot upheld as a father, a son, or a lunch pail Louis. That's my thing. If you're going to hold those guys to that standard, you better be towing the line in your own fucking life. Be the greatest fucking dad, always crushing it at work, a great husband and all that. You can't sit there being some fucking nacho eating hot dog.
Listen, I don't mind.
Unless you're the guy who turned his hot dog into a straw for that beer. As disgusting as that was, that's amazing. A nice fucking shit American beer with a little hot dog flavor on it. That sounds pretty good to me.
You know what? It was inventive. Japanese guy, inventive. Here's the thing, though, Bill. Here's the thing. I don't mind booing a guy who gets a big contract and doesn't perform. I don't mind a guy getting booed when you hear things in the press going, this guy's showing up to practice late. I don't mind that. I don't mind a guy who fucking is clearly lazy, not running down the first base line. I don't mind that. But when a guy does it right, is chasing a record and gave you a season like that, 314 he batted, 130 something RBIs and 62.
Hey, the season's over. Now here comes the real Yankees.
Real Yankees do it when it counts. And then he hit like a home run last night. And Bob Costas, who, by the way, dude, at first I thought they were giving him shit. He's like on list. You can't listen to it. It's dude, what's his name? Crushed him. Francesa goes, he goes, Bob, we don't need a history lesson. We know the history. Because he would be I
love Bob Costas.
I know, but dude, he's having a rough series.
Right.
He just was, dude, I'm not gonna lie, he sounded like a repetitive old man. Like he just kept repeating stuff. It was to the point. Oh, by the way, Nick Totoro, dude, let's talk about this for a second. Nick Totoro, Nick told
Totoro
me
is down low, one of the favorite people for Red Sox fans to follow on Twitter.
Dude, Nick Totoro went live last night with 3 outs left in the game. And I just keep seeing all his posts. And I went to it. And I had Nick Totoro live to my left in my hand. And I had the game on. And he's going, come on, you motherfucker. This dude, it was like he's going like this. And he's going, fuck Bob Costas. We put it to Telemundo. And you just hear Spanish talking in the back. And he's going, come on. No, not now. Not now. Oh, he goes, and dude, it's 5-1 and they got a runner on second. He goes, oh no, it's coming to the wire. Dude, I was crying, Bill. He gives
a fuck about game 67 like I do game 7 World Series.
He goes, Boone, they fucking can't manage. He goes, oh, I'm putting out garbage and shit, so I don't have to think of this. Dude, he's the best. Watch Nick Totoro watch a Yankee game is as entertaining. I've never seen a guy care like that ever. There's something wrong.
It's not an act either. It's fucking. It actually makes me think of why I give a shit that much. I'm not as much as him, but why I've cared for so long.
Here's the TV show. Nick Totoro, Michael Rappaport are roommates during a playoff series. Just go. Dude, I'm watching that. Like, they just have to sit next to each other for a Yankee or Knicks playoff game. Cameras on them. What's better television than that?
I mean, I could watch an inning of that. That fucking annoys me, people coming down on Bob Costas. I love Bob Costas. Is nothing sacred, Paul?
No, Bill. He's one of my all-time favorites. That's why I was just going like, dude, he just sounded like a repetitive old man. It was brutal. I'm not.
I was listening to him. I thought he sounded fine.
All right.
You fucking Yankee fans. You boo a guy gets 62 fucking home runs. None of you are happy.
No, I'd never booed that. You know I won't.
But enough for you. Enough for you. Whatever.
I'm not an animal at a game. I take the pain. I'm not a screamer. Are you a screamer? You're not a screamer. When your team loses.
I used to be like, once we started winning championships, then I was just like, all right, what the fuck? We're not going to win it every year. But like before, when we were chasing it, I was superstitious. Like I had to like walk out. I had to shut off the game. I couldn't even watch it. I couldn't even fucking watch it. Because I just like, how are they going to blow it this time? I mean, that was literally who the Red Sox were. And the fact that they've been able to turn that around, that now 100% believe in them as bad as they were this year. I'm like, that'll do. I ain't on to pick up a few people. Oh, they'll turn it around. I'm not worried about it.
When my team loses a big one, like one that hurts, I kind of just stare. Lucas takes it real hard. Lucas just sits there, but he's a starer too. We do this thing where we stare like this, and then you just kind of the acceptance hits you, and then you just go like, and then I kind of just walk away. Like I digest it and I take the pain. I can't do those guys punching their TV, throwing their TV.
No, I never did that. What I definitely will go for a walk if it's a bad one. And then I back in the day when ESPN was like something everybody watched all the time, I just wouldn't watch ESPN. Like I remember when when we were undefeated, the Giants beat us in the Super Bowl. My late great Wayne Previty was like, "Here's what you do: stay off the internet, don't watch ESPN for a week, and you'll be fine." And he was right. And I was just like, "Hey, all right, what do we win every fucking Super Bowl? Who gives a shit?" And then we ended up winning 3 more, so who gives a shit?
I turn it off as soon as my team, like if the last out happens and my team is out and the other team rushes the mound and they start jumping, I can't see it. I just go away. You want to laugh?
I tweeted the other day.
What?
I tweeted the other day. I said, you know what? I said something about female referees, female broadcasters, no problem. I draw the line at doing an hour-long expose on a field goal kicker. They were doing this whole thing on that kicker from the fucking Ravens, and I'm watching them like they
Justin
had the sound.
Tucker.
Yeah, and I'm watching them singing with some choir and shit. It's like and then he is now doing the shit talk shit after he kicks a fucking field goal. It's fucking hilarious, dude. Like everybody now is acting like Billy White Shoes Johnson when I was there was like 2 or 3 guys did dances. That was it. Now everybody, I just feel like that is all either social media, the disease of social media, or that is just their agent going, you got to have a personality, man. You're not going to play this game forever. Okay. Come up with a dance. We'll get you a dance instructor. We'll get you your own dance when you do something.
Yeah.
What about that shit that the University of Miami started with the turnover chain? And now everybody's got like some dumb helmet they got to put on. And here's a briefcase full of cash.
Yeah. There's like a wrestling championship. There's like a championship belt. Somebody gets handed the belt. It's because you want to hear something funny? My dad will just go when the Yankees go to the World Series. He only talks to me about the Yankees when they go to the World Series. Other than that, he doesn't. And he goes, so the Yankees won the World Series, huh? Did you see it? And I go, yeah. Did you see that thing? And he goes, yeah. He goes, because yeah, I was watching the Yankees get up. He goes, I don't watch the other team get up. I go, what do you mean? He goes, no. When the Yankees are at bat, I watch. He goes, well, when they're in the field, the other team's at bat. I don't want to see. He goes, what am I going to watch the other team hit for? I was just like, what? Dude, he's like not a sports fan. He just wants to see the Yankees win. Like my dad was never a sports guy, but he's just going, yeah I don't want to watch the other team.
Kind of brilliant though, because you don't have to deal with the stress of now they got 2 on and nobody out. You're like, what the fuck? You just put the game back on, going, oh, they scored a couple of runs.
Well, dude, I'll tell you what, if that Nick Totoro thing is 100% serious, which it seems to be, dude, that's like really unhealthy, dude. Like he got to a point where when he got mad, I was like seeing his, and I was just like, dude, you can't do that to yourself, man. You're not gonna hurt your health because of a fucking game that doesn't matter.
I mean, now your wife has to go out to dinner 162 fucking nights a year.
Dude, how funny would it be if the life insurance guy goes, who's he a fan of? So you want to take $2 million out of his life? Well, listen, he's a Mets and Knicks fan. I don't know. I got to talk.
You realize that guy has been losing his shit every year since 2009? Like, why would you do that to yourself?
No, I don't.
Just take comfort as a Yankee fan. If you guys never win again in your lifetime, nobody's catching you. Nobody's even going to be close.
I mean, it would be tough. in my lifetime. Yeah. Wait, who's second?
It's not tough, Paul. It's impossible.
Wait, who's second? Who's second?
I think the Cardinals have like 11 or 12.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's tough.
It's impossible. Paul, there's 30, 31 teams now. There's 58 pitchers per game. Oh, this guy's a lefty and he's got a little bit of a limp. Let's bring Jared in.
And this guy could throw 103. Every guy hits triple digits now. Every guy that comes in.
It's Yankees, Cardinals with 11, Red Sox with 9 are tied for the Athletics.
Think about that, Paul. We didn't win for almost 100 years, and we're tied for third place.
Crazy.
Wait, did you say the Athletics?
Yeah, we're tied.
Huh.
The A's won in 1910. 11.
Wait, how many do the Dodgers have?
Let me scroll down.
7 or 8.
7.
Yeah.
Nice, Bill. Nice.
And the Giants are right above the Dodgers.
Well, the Dodgers were the bums, man. They could never win. Then they won in 55. They won in like 69. Then they won like 63 and 65. They won a couple in the 60s. And then they just won nothing again until 81 and then 88. And then they didn't win again until, 2020? Now, do I sound like Bob Costas? Am I giving you a history lesson? We don't need a history lesson. You absolutely fucking do need a history lesson.
No, but dude, you gotta see what he was doing, Bill. Every plate he would go, this guy hasn't done this. And then he would say, and then he would just say like the year of the World Series. And then the next guy would come on and he'd go, and this guy, if you remember him in the year, and it got to the point where every battery was doing it. Like I'm telling you.
I mean, I'll be honest, Paul, I can't hear enough of that shit. I went down a rabbit hole the other night. I found out, like, I was just reading up on the first arena that the Tampa Bay Lightning played in. I love the history of sports.
All right, I got one for you. We only have a few minutes left here. I got one for you. Top 5 greatest sports announcers of your lifetime. Of your lifetime.
All right. Team or just individual?
It could be a team if you like the two,
All
but
right,
individual.
John Madden, Pat Summerall.
Those are definites.
Al Michaels.
That's my number 1.
I put Bob Costas in there, absolutely.
Okay. So that's 4. You got one more.
Dick Stockton.
I'm not familiar with him.
Dick Stockton did all the fucking NBA in the 70s, and he also called Carlton Fisk's home run.
Oh, okay. I know the voice. I know the voice. That was when Carlton Fisk was going like this.
Yeah, stay fair.
Johnny Most. It's probably big for you, Bill, right?
But I meant like I thought you meant national.
Oh
no, I meant national.
Yeah, if you want to talk about my life, Fred Cusick, Johnny Most, the guy who did the Patriots on the radio for all those years.
I'll tell you what, for my money, dude, I can watch football with Al Michaels' voice in the background the rest of the Al Michaels' voice in football to me is like, I don't care who's playing. It could be the Cardinals playing the Jaguars.
I'll tell you another guy who gets too much shit who I fucking love. I love Joe Buck. I don't know why everybody gives him shit. The guy's fucking great.
I don't really mind Joe Buck. I don't mind Joe Buck, but I wouldn't put him in my top 5.
All right.
He's better with football than baseball, Joe Buck. Baseball, I don't like him. Football, I like Joe Buck.
Dude, I'll tell you who's fucking coming on.
I like Joe Buck because if I hear his voice, I automatically know it's a big game. Because that's another thing, too. You do enough big games, your voice is a part of the big. And I think that's a great thing for broadcasting, like where you are. Like I was thinking, like, when Bob Costas called that deciding game, the one you guys just played, I was alone in my office here, and I literally said, like, how many of these fucking things has this guy done? It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, him and, like, Al Michaels are, like, sports history for, like, 40 fucking years. Dude, Bob Costas was the guy for the ABA.
No, dude, Bill, when I tell you I love Bob Costas, I actually said to myself while I was watching the game, wow, this is the first time I just don't like listening to him talk. I go, what the fuck? He's one of my favorites. I swear to God. And I love him in the Olympics too. I love him on the Olympics. It was just, I don't know. I like Collinsworth,
fucking
dude.
Bronx babies. You guys are babies. Everybody should fucking do that. You guys fucking whine. You lose 3 games in a row. Oh, we gotta go buy more guys. George Steinbrenner was one of the biggest fucking babies of all fucking time. Issuing statements. I am not happy with our play. Yeah, you're like every owner. Everybody knows. Dude, he was the original Jerry Jones.
Yeah, him and Jerry Jones are very similar.
Yeah, very similar. Very similar. Fucking blowhards who don't know shit about the game and throw money around.
And they're hot-headed when they lose, and they just start threatening firing people.
Yeah, and everybody knows who the fuck they are because they love getting in front of the camera.
I'll give you all that, but it still has nothing to do with how Bob Costas was annoying to somebody that liked him like me. I mean, it's just what it is. It has nothing to do with being a baby.
I know, Paul, and I'm just taking how you're dressed right now, and I'm taking it all with a giant grain of salt.
Hey, man, I got to rep the team. It's a clean-looking hat, too. It's a new one.
I'm not saying that. Had nothing to do with the hat.
I like Collinsworth. I like Tony Romo, dude. I think Tony Romo's great.
Tony Romo's going to be one of the next ones. But I would say if you want to go like modern day tandems, you got Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, and not Troy Aikman, Joe Buck, yeah, Troy Aikman and Tony Romo, and whoever the fuck he's with.
Oh, he's with Larry Nance. He's with Larry
Nance. All right. I used to like Dick Enberg, Breakfast at Wimbledon.
What about Mel Allen? Who was the guy who goes,
Mel Allen? How about that? Back when you had to have a catchphraise.
Dude, Phil Rizzuto was great.
Bowl of soup, whatever the fuck. No, what did Phil Rizzuto? Holy cow!
Holy cow! Mattingly's having an unbelievable.
And holy cow! He would say "holy cow" like 5 times on one play. Holy cow!
He said it so much that in Seinfeld, they give out when George works for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto keychains, and if you squeeze it, it says "Holy cow."
Yeah. I watched. It was awful. It was awful. He was definitely a former player announcing.
He was, and he was a little guy too. Rest his soul. Yeah, that's got to be an art though, to like really watch that game, the whole game, and stay like. That's why Al Michaels just stays like he doesn't tire at all. You know, like he's just like, I love Al Michaels, man. I would say for me, my lifetime GOAT for me, and Madden, but Madden I was a little young.
I also like that one guy. He got in a little bit of trouble with the ladies there. He bit somebody's back or something.
Oh, New York guy?
Yeah, yes, that guy.
Oh, Marv Albert.
Marv Albert's great.
He was into the dominatrix. Yeah.
Dominatrix.
He liked to be slapped around a little bit. Where do you think he got the phrase from? No. Yes. No. Are you a bad boy? Yes.
Hey, what a man does in his own time is his own fucking business.
You know what? Whatever makes him happy. God bless. God bless. Are you a little baby? Yes. Dude, how about this though? Do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in miracles for the 1980? Is that the greatest like final call of a win?
Yeah. Because here's the thing.
Yes.
What people don't know is Al Michaels is a huge hockey fan. So he understood what it meant to beat them.
Yeah. Yes.
Kurt Gowdy. I caught the end of his career. He was fucking amazing.
In Naked Gun, they had them all lined up. Remember in Naked Gun, there was Dick Enberg, Mel Alley. They literally just the Zucker brothers just had every one of them in there. Jim Palmer.
Yeah, Jim Palmer was a good announcer.
The best was in Naked Gun when the guy's head comes off in the outfield, and Mel Allen just goes, "How about that?" All right, everybody. This has been a fun one. We're gonna try to
let's baseball predictions, Paul. I know you're picking your Yankees. Who do you like out west?
I'll be honest with you, Bill. I'll be honest with you, man. I'm scared about this series with the Yankees. You know, gun to my head, dude. I just don't know. I think can we beat them? Yes, but I think we have to be way more perfect than they do. I'm scared. I'll be honest with you. I'm just being honest. The Guardians, I thought we would beat even going into last night. This one, I don't know, dude. Everyone's saying we're gonna get the shit kicked out of. I don't know.
I like that. If everyone's saying you're going to get the shit kicked out of you, everyone's usually wrong. That's good for you. What do you think out west? San Diego Super Padres, or
I would be flipping a coin. I don't know, but I will say since San Diego took out the Mets and the Dodgers, they're kind of going on a nice streak here, and it is all about timing. So I don't know.
I was very impressed. I thought that they were going to look like the Rangers when they spent all the money on A-Rod and had no money for nobody else when they got Manny Machado.
Yeah.
But they had a great center fielders. They got pitching. They got the mojo going. I like it. And the Chargers, they had they lost their football team. So let's get them a World Series. That's what I say, Paul.
All right. Well, listen, I'm rooting hard for my Yankees tonight. Obviously, I'm going to go try to see that right after I get off stage in DC here tonight. But that's been episode number 70, everybody.
Number 70.
And we'll be back next week with 71. Check out the Virzi Effect, the Monday Morning Podcast, the YouTube channel, the Anything Better. Get Anything Better where you get all your podcasts. You could get them on Spotify, iTunes, everywhere else, right? Check out the Anything Better Bet MGM picks that me and Bill just put in this week for week number 7. And what else, Andrew? Check out the paulvirzi.com.
Paul, I was just rocking the baby. Dates. Are you mad? Is this making you mad? I'm rocking the baby.
No, you're not making me mad. Anything else, Andrew? No? Andrew's repping the Celtics hat. Celtics got their first win last night. Oh, did they look good? Woo! Oh, man.
They must have wrote a nice script for him then, huh? I'm done with the NBA. Fucking assisted reality. Who do they want this year, Paul? That's what you guess.
Hey, Bill, if you would have saw the highlights of the Celtics last night, you may come back on.
It was fun. It was
Jason
fun.
Jason Tatum looks like a fucking world beater this year. He
looks like a world beater every year. He was a world beater that fucking year we should have beat the goddamn Cavaliers. Paul, I'm not getting into it, Paul. I'm not going to waste my time fucking cheering on a goddamn sport and then find out 10 years later that some fucking referee saying it was all fixed and the NBA got involved and leaked it to try to stop, the whole fucking thing. You fucking NBA guys, like, what do they have to do? You like wrestling fans back in the day. It's fake, Paul. It's not real.
Yeah, no, listen, man. I called you when I watched that doc. I feel the same way, but I'm a Knicks fan, so we've never been in the script.
I know. But yeah, you were. That year they fixed the fucking lottery.
For some reason, they
fixed the lottery to get you Patrick Ewing, and you still fucking didn't pull out yourselves out of the mud. But I believe in you guys. Eventually, it's going to happen. All right, I got to get out of here, too.
Later, guys. Have a good one. I'll talk to you guys soon. Until next week.